Hi everyone. To the Ashoka ASEAN team, S&P Global Foundation team, Dr. Iman Bibars, Diamond Leader of Ashoka Arab World and the advocate of the movement for women social entrepreneurs in Ashoka. Of course, the 40 Filipino women social entrepreneurs who are part of Ashoka's pilot cohort in the Philippines. Our esteemed speakers, guests, and participants, good afternoon. Thank you for inviting me to join you today. Congratulations, Ashoka and S&P Global Foundation for the launching of this report. I am very excited to hear the stories and insights of our women social entrepreneurs who are redefining what it means to lead and succeed in a time of great uncertainty. Across the world, women are paving new paths, taking the lead in the front lines against a crisis that is testing the resolve of even the most advanced countries. We are reimagining the landscape of politics and governance, of business and enterprise, forging creative strategies and policies that not only propel our economies and businesses forward, but also ensure that they benefit all and not just the privileged few. This pandemic, the biggest challenge in our lifetime, has likewise highlighted a leadership style that many women leaders exhibit today, one that empowers, nurtures, listens, and empathizes, that constellates and collaborates, that strives to include rather than divide. A time of crisis only serves to intensify the mindset of divisiveness that has become prevalent over recent years. People who feel under threat default to self-interest. They see differences front and center and give in to the impulse of conflict and division much easier. This us versus them mentality has been the primary narrative of so many populists around the globe, many of them likewise leaning towards authoritarianism. In our country, disinformation campaigns and even official communications are littered with divisive references. Health versus the economy, the undisciplined populace versus the police, medical frontliners crying for a timeout versus online trolls claiming to reflect the rest of the public, and yes, even women versus men, with female stalwarts of freedom, rights, and democracy harassed, attacked, and even put to jail for speaking truth to power. Look around the world, and one who would be hard-pressed to find a place where such a conflict-driven mentality has yielded meaningful results. We have seen, in truth, that crises are precisely the time to listen, to find commonalities, and to pull together towards a shared vision. So many countries have proven this, and many of them have women leaders. In New Zealand, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern showed that compassionate and collective leadership is key in combating this pandemic. For more than 100 days, New Zealand has not recorded a single case of community transmission. The first case popped up just the other day, and I have no doubt that Prime Minister Ardern's government will be able to respond to this with the same urgency and efficiency. In Germany, Chancellor Angela Merkel's data-driven approach in developing policy has been key in achieving a far lower death rate than its neighbors. And in Taiwan, we see the dignified resilience of President Tsai Ing-wen as she leads one of the most successful efforts in the world, controlling the spread of COVID-19 without putting the nation in full lockdown. Now the entire entrepreneurial ecosystem is compelled to take swift, bold action to address the needs of entrepreneurs, such as access to capital, markets, and networks. Women, like always, are bearing the disproportionate brunt of the impact of the pandemic. We see mothers breastfeeding while in Zoom meetings, wives trapped in quarantine with abusers, while poor women carry a heavier load for families struggling to survive. Some would say that we are all on the same boat, that our advocacies should take a backseat in such troubled times. But we should not fall into the narrative that certain values need to be relegated to the background in the service of more pressing concerns. Equality is not merely a pressing moral and social issue, but a critical component of economic progress. Economic recovery is not mutually exclusive with our drive for more empowered women, because more of us means more people in high-value workstations, more entrepreneurs, more leaders keeping the engines of the economy engaged. Since we assumed office, this has been a vital cornerstone of our mission. Find those that need empowering, empower them. Harness them into a tide that lifts all boats. Our experience shows that there are more women to count among the last, the least, and the lost. But through our flagship program called Angat Buhay, we see how networks of collaboration can help us make sure steps forward through imparting knowledge and guidance through capacity building, trainings, and concrete support, like gadgets for schools, dormitories, and farming equipment, through linking communities with partners who are eager to help, through providing access to wider markets. The goal is to forge sustainable initiatives that breed empowerment and collaboration. I remember one story in particular. I met Mokrima Muhammad for the first time when I visited Marawi City in March 2017. She was a young weaver of landap, a traditional textile known for its vibrant, colorful, and intricate design. We discussed how we can help ramp up their production and help bring the landap to a wider market. In less than 2 months, however, militants turned her city into a battlefield, forcing Mokrima and her family to evacuate. She, along with many other families, left with little more than the clothes on their backs. Mokrima, however, did not give up. She knew that others were counting on her. She sought help, got in touch, and through the generosity of our partners, Mokrima and the Dayawan weavers were able to slowly rebuild their livelihood. They gained a wider network. Now their products are being exported throughout the world. The pandemic has initially prevented small-scale entrepreneurs like Mokrima to do business outside of their homes. But the weaving continues, and the Dayawan weavers are adapting to the demands of the market. They make ear savers and face masks, helping keep businesses afloat. Mokrima, despite adversity, took the initiative and acted with resolve. She continues to help these women, not just for her benefit, but for her entire community. This is what it means to lead. It's thinking beyond oneself, extending your reach to help those who need it the most. This year, with the help of our partner, Bibili, we also plan to launch the Angat Buhay online shop, where women entrepreneurs can showcase their products and link them to larger markets. Globe Telecom will also be providing technology and resources, which will help our beneficiaries adapt to and thrive in this new platform. We hope that by giving these women better access to a wider consumer market through technology, their incomes will rise and their spheres of influence will grow. This is our vision, a world where women from all walks of life are given the chance to succeed, to thrive, and to lead. For that to happen, we need more of us to join the chorus, to advance our rights as women, as mothers, and as leaders. More of us to rise to the moment, to steel ourselves, straighten our backs, and speak in clearer voices. More to remember those who count on us, to widen the avenues for others. More of us need to be brave enough to step up to the plate, to rise above adversity, and show what strong and competent leadership looks like. So to the women leaders here today, May we all find the courage to give a new face to leadership, a face that recognizes women as equal partners in achieving transformative change. May you all have a fruitful conversation today. Mabuhay kayong lahat.